Hey folks, welcome back to another Jurassic World Alive video. So, yesterday, the new update, 1.10 or 1.1 or whatever you want to call it, has went live on, went live, I guess. So, if you haven't already downloaded the update, you probably would have to download the update to actually even play the game. So, go ahead and do that. And with that, they introduced Stat Boost 2.0, which apparently isn't too popular from what I can tell, at least from the folks' responses in the community and such. So I did a quick poll on the Stat Boost 2.0 on my channel. So just quick, simple question: Jurassic World Live players thoughts on Stat Boost 2.0. It's a yes or no question, like it or dislike it, right? So the answer was pretty astounding. It's pretty clear that most people dislike it more than like it. That's what 77% to 23. Again, not scientific, but just a quick poll with a sample size of 424 so far, and it seems like folks don't like it as much. So yeah, it's almost like 8-2 here. So yikes, I guess. So after that, I guess, well, not after my poll, just after the community reactions, I think, Ludia, the developers put out some clarifications on the boosts. So let's go over them. So they say, "Hi everyone, we understand that some of you are puzzled with the update to our Stat Boost system. Since the introduction of Stat Boost, we have monitored your feedback so that we could change the system for something that would align better with your expectations of customization, not downgrading DNA value, ability to reset progression. To get you involved, we shared our design intentions on September 27th, where we provided information regarding the new mechanics. An additional Q&A was provided on October 21st to address remaining questions following this initial announcement. Since we realize this is an important change to a mechanic that you've all gotten used to, we've decided to remove all stat boosts and give them back with a multiplier of 1.5. This means that someone with a total of 500 attack stat boosts split on a creature and in bank will get 750 total. We also made sure that the total stat boosts needed to max a stat became slightly lower, going from 2,000 and 46 in the old system to 2,000 in the current. Finally, we're going to change distribution to be slightly more balanced. We continue to thank everyone for the patience and understanding throughout these changes. Sincerely, game lovers. So, I'm not sure if folks got this multiplier, because I've seen people talking about this. I'm not 100% sure if they got this one back or not. That remains a question, I guess. So again, I don't have I didn't calculate my own boost before the reset, so I wouldn't know, right? So basically, what happened over here was it's a steeper hill to climb, I'd have to say. It now is every single tier is 100 boosts. In the long run, in total, you need less boosts than there were before. Before the old system was 2,046, the new one is 2,000. But it's not that much less on it. Like, that's 46 less, and a single tier is 100. That's not that big of a deal. And they also mentioned in their initial post about, folks can at least level up a stat once per week, right? And I don't know how they did their math on that. Like, that's 100 boosts per tier, and we're still getting the same numbers from our daily incubator. That's not pushing a stat up a tier. That's not gonna, right? So, not sure how they calculated that. We haven't gotten boosts back in the shop yet, so we don't know if they changed their prices for those, at all. So, at least at the timing, at the time of this recording, since I think they usually have boosts in the shop on Tuesdays, which obviously isn't, it's not Tuesday yet. Over here, I'm recording this the day before, but that should be interesting to see. But yeah, again, most of the feedback I've been seeing isn't too positive. So there's a few people, or no, not few people. There's a few things that people have been saying about it. The biggest one is the 100 per tier. Again, like in comparison to what it used to be, which would be, the first tier is 2, second tier is 4, right? It does seem a lot more, but then again, do keep in mind that the total it's basic. I wouldn't say basically the same. The total to max it out is quite similar, and I think that is probably just because of how the system works, right? So you're gonna start out paying a bit more, but then as you move up, you will be paying less at the higher tiers. You pay more in the lower tiers, less in the higher tiers. Quite simple, right? So it's unfortunate that they structured it this way. Unfortunate for them, right? Because of the negative reactions. But I don't think that's that big of a deal. Like, I personally wished that the stat boost would have capped at much lower. I wish it was like, I don't know, like a tenth of what it is right now. I don't know. Maybe a tenth is a bit too. Maybe, I don't know, a fifth or whatever. But still, it is what it is. Well, know what their goal here is, right? At least one of their goals. So can't do much about that. And that's I think the main point that people are annoyed by. There are some more points because uh, people do talk about how it actually hurts folks a lot outside of the arena, especially in strike events and also the PVE, the campaign mode, which I guess would be probably tougher to clear some levels, clear some strike events, now that the boosts are not as strong as they were before. They're much weaker, right? So that's another concern, I guess, that people have been talking about. Um, Again, I'll scroll through these comments real quick. Fine, just to see what folks are talking about. Actually, ooh, these comments are, I don't know. Yeah, maybe let's not look at these comments. Let's probably not do that. You can check it out for yourselves. It's on the forums. There's too much, right? Although it's not like, again, it's not completely negative. There are some, I guess, positive comments. One of the big ones are it makes it so that boosts don't matter as much as they did before, which is kind of true, but also, again, it's also biased because of the fact that it's day one. People haven't really thought about where to throw their boosts in yet. They don't know where to put them. They probably haven't distributed them yet, or if they did, they haven't distributed it too much. So yeah, again, I went in the arena today. Not a lot of people have boosted their dinos up yet, so it might be biased because it is skewed that way. But who knows? So I guess that's one potential positive. Again, we'll have to look at that later once people actually start using their boosts. And yeah, apparently people were quite taken by surprise by these, the 100 per tier. Like, I saw people saying, oh, I thought we would still be able to get to the same tier that we were before with the boosts, right? And like folks just dumping a boost to get like a tier 7 speed Tanotorex or whatever, and then noticing, like, boom, that one tier 7 speed Tanotorex just costed like all of their speed boosts. Which pre-update they could have gotten like the whole team to like tier 6 or whatever, but after that it's just like one dino up to like tier 7 or tier 8, and then boom, you're done. So I think people are so taken aback by that. It's just how the system works, right? because it used to be the case that most people boosted their dinos up to tier 6, right? And then they really didn't boost them up much more. It's much more easier to reach a tier 6 or tier 7 in the old system than the new system, right? And that's where back in the old system, tier 6, tier 7 is kind of where people stop boosting their dinos, right? They start saving boosts just in case some dino gets nerfed. They have to save some boosts for other dinos, just throw on their team, right? So yeah, that is a problem because people didn't used to spend them past tier 6 or 7. So basically, it used to be the case where you didn't have to spend too many boosts to be like at even keeled with your opponents and such, right? So I guess there's that as well. As for me personally, I'm kind of agnostic on this one. I don't really I don't like Boost at all. I don't like either it's Boost 1.0 or Boost 2.0. I'm not a fan of either. So like you're asking me to choose between the lesser of two evils, but like both I'm not a fan of. Here's they implemented it for, I guess, for gameplay reasons. Would be they want people to have more creativity with their dinos, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not anti creativity in general, but I just don't really see the point. I don't really care, honestly. Like stat boosts just aren't really appealing to me. They're just numbers, honestly. They're just numbers that you buy with hard cash or earn through the arena, right? Like, I'm here to play a dinosaur game. I don't really care too much about these. It's literally just bucks buying numbers. Not too appealing to me personally, again. So, anyways, that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think about the Stat Boost 2.0 in the comments down below. If you like it, if you don't like it, reasons, all that stuff. So I guess that's gonna be it for this one. Anyways, just a quick reaction video, or at least community reaction video to the Stat Boost 2.0. Hope you guys are enjoying 1.10, even if you don't enjoy the Stat Boost, although I don't know what else was in 1.10. This was kind of like the big deal. Okay, the dodge thing, the blood, which I can't. I'm not I'm no. I'm not a huge blood guy. Although you can turn it off, so that's good. Although it's kind of buggy when you turn it off at the moment, so hopefully they can fix that soon. But anyways, who knows? But yeah, again, that's me for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like if you enjoyed this video. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for some more Jurassic World Alive content. And I'll see you guys in the next one.